Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers! Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Santos able to tack on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the connection to Cooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Goff. He'll check this down to Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense and this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, Likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call a straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Rodgers. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 50, it's Goff. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Goff. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
We talk about defenders specifically. Linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, Phillips. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now it's Rodgers. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Goff on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on second down. Goff.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the Giants and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Kickoff, 8:15 Eastern Time. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they did not...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return is Hines. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards. This out quickly to Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To the right side, this is Taylor. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So put another 3 on the board. things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Rodgers to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Rodgers going to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Rodgers now on first down.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers again now. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return is Hines. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin the drive with Hines. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Gone. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now left side on this swing pass. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, Rodgers. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the draw, it's Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they say it's caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Goff. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
68 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd